See this log entry right here? This tells me exactly where the error happened and exactly what caused it. For a developer, this is pure gold. It turns hours of debugging into a quick fix. No guessing games, no endless scrolling through code. It makes debugging so much faster. And honestly, who does not want that? Hi all, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about FlowArmor, reliability and observability framework for Power Automate. Most Power Automate flows fail silently and still show as succeeded in run history. This makes debugging extremely difficult in real world scenarios. In this video, I will show you how I solved this using a simple, reliable framework. As flow becomes more complex, especially with APIs and jail flows, we often face these problems like silent failures, inconsistent error handling, and no centralized visibility. This makes debugging extremely difficult in production environments. FlowArmor standardizes all of this. Let's see the solution. FlowArmor execution model. Try execute logic. The flow starts here, running the primary business process. Catch handles error. If any action in the try block fails, this block catches the error, sets a where has failure flag to true, and normalizes the error message. Finally, generate telemetry. This block always runs regardless of success or failure. It creates a complete telemetry JSON package containing the run status and the correlation ID. Outcome decision. The flow checks the where has failure flag. If where has failure is true, the flow terminates with a failed status. If where has failure is false, the flow ends with a natural success status. Asynchronous logging and monitoring, the bottom row. Correlation ID, the unique ID is propagated throughout the entire flow. Try to final result to ensure all logs and actions are auditable. Telemetry processing. After the final result, the flow sends the telemetry data asynchronously to be processed. SharePoint, the log storage. The telemetry is stored in a SharePoint list as the long term historical log. Monitoring analytics. Data from SharePoint is fed into an analytics tools like Power BI or App Insights for health monitoring, failure analysis, and performance dashboard. This ensures the flow fails correctly instead of silently succeeding. Let's see this in action with a simple demo. This is the parent flow. FlowArmor demo reliability scaffold version 1. It consists of three scopes. One is try, catch, and finally. This try, I have added one child flow which will return a value. This is a child flow and it contains a compose which does a division of 1 by 1. At present, it returns a successful message, so it will not produce any error. And in parent, I also added one fake compose error, which also divides 1 by 1, so it also not generate any error. Now we are expecting a positive success flow. If there is a positive success flow, it will not log any errors. And if you see, this is our SharePoint flow armor telemetry log. Here we capture the logs only if our flows throws any error. Let's run a successful test now. If you see, the flow ran successfully. Here we didn't get any error, so it went into false block. And if you see the SharePoint list, it has not created any record for us. Let's edit the child flow to throw an error. Publish it. Okay, the child flow is published now to throw an error. Let's test it from parent flow. Run this test. Test it. Let's wait for the results. Okay, if you see the operation is failed, let's see if it has created an item in the SharePoint telemetry log. Yes, it created. Let's see. Yes, you can see a correlation ID for the flow name and what is the error here. Attempt to divide an integral or decimal value by 0 in function. See this log entry right here? This tells me exactly where the error happened and exactly what caused it. For a developer, this is pure gold. It turns hours of debugging into a quick fix. No guessing games, no endless scrolling through code. It makes debugging so much faster. And honestly, who does not want that? And if you see, flow run failed. We are showing what exactly happened. Now let's fix the child back to its original to produce or to give successful result. Let's update this, publish. Okay, now let's produce an error in the parent itself. Fake error, make it 1 divided by 0. This should throw an error in the parent flow. Let's wait for the results. This fake throwed error result. And now if you see the second entry also we received. Value summary. With FlowArmor, you get no silent failures, standardized error handling, centralized logging, easier debugging, and this pattern can be reused across any Power Automate solution. I have open sourced this as a reusable framework. You can find the full solution on GitHub, a technical blog, and an architecture deep dive links are in the description. Try it out and let me know your feedback. Thank you.